All right, folks, let me ask you something. Have you ever checked your spare change and thought, man, what if one of these pennies was actually worth a fortune? Well, today I'm about to blow your mind. We're talking about a 1995 no mint mark Lincoln penny, just a regular OL penny that could be worth up to $1 million. Yep, that's six zeros, folks. Now I know what you're thinking. Come on, it's just a penny. You're telling me I could be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. That's exactly what I'm saying. And before you go running to grab that jar of pennies off your kitchen counter, stick around because I'm going to tell you exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to check if you have one, and why collectors are shelling out insane amounts of money for it. And trust me, I've been where you are. A few years ago, I found myself knee-deep in pocket change, convinced I was about to hit the jackpot. Let's just say it didn't go exactly as planned. But more on that in ABIT.SO. Grab your pennies, and let's dive into this wild world of coin collecting. The mystery behind the 1995 no mint Mark Lincoln penny. So, what's the big deal with this coin? After all, most 1995 pennies don't have a mint mark. It was made at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use a mint mark back then. But here's where things get interesting. Certain era pennies from 1995 are extremely rare, and collectors are going absolutely nuts over them. The big money 1995 Lincoln penny isn't just any ordinary cent. It's got a super rare error, and error coins are like gold in the collecting world. We're talking about a penny that somehow made it out of the mint with a one-of-a-kind mistake that makes it worth more than some people's houses. What error makes it worth $1 million? The exact details of the error are a bit of a mystery. Some collectors believe it's an ultra-rare misprint, a striking anomaly, or something unique that's yet to be fully understood. What we do know is that it's caught the attention of high-end collectors willing to pay a fortune for it. Now, let me pause for a second and share a quick story that a while back I got obsessed with finding valuable pennies. I was so determined, I spent an entire weekend sorting through every penny I had, penny rolls, couch cushions, even the one stuck in my car's cup holder. My wife thought I had officially lost my mind. And after hours of searching, I finally found something, a 1995 penny with a slight doubling on the date. My heart was racing. I ran to check its value, and turns out it was worth about 20 bucks. Not quite a million, but hey, that's a nice lunch. All right, so how do you check if you've got this legendary $1 million penny? Grab a magnifying glass or a coin microscope. Some errors are hard to see with the naked eye. Does anything seem doubled, off-center, or strange? A pristine penny with the right error is worth the big bucks. Compare it to verified rare 1995 pennies. Search online or use a coin guide to match your penny to known valuable ones. If you think you've got something special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. How much could it actually be worth? Most 1995 pennies, worth a cent. But error pennies? That's where the magic happens that a minor double die 1995 penny can be worth $20 to $1.50, that a high-grade double die can go for hundreds, even thousands. And the ultra-rare $1 million 1995 penny? Well, that's the holy grail of modern Lincoln cents. The truth is, finding one is like hitting the lottery. But people DO win the lottery, right? So why not take a few minutes to check your spare change? Why collectors go crazy for rare pennies, you might be wondering. Why on earth would someone pay $1 million for a penny? Well, coin collectors are a special breed. They love unique pieces of history, rare errors, and one-of-a-kind coins that set their collections apart. Plus, when you've got a billion pennies out there, finding that one rare mistake is like uncovering buried treasure. It's the thrill of the hunt that keeps collectors searching. And who knows? Maybe that next $1 million penny is sitting in your pocket right now. So, let's wrap this up. We just went on a wild ride through the world of the 1995 no mint Mark Lincoln penny, and now you know what to look for. If you got a jar of pennies lying around, take a few minutes to check. You never know what you might find. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more tips about coins worth money. I've got plenty more hidden treasures to share, and trust me, you don't want to miss the next one. Hey guys, have you ever held a penny in your hand and thought, it's just a penny? Well, what if I told you one of those tiny copper coins could be worth a life-changing $1.1 million? Yeah, that's right. A simple 2007 D. Lincoln penny, something you probably walked past on the sidewalk. sold for over $1 million. Before you go scrambling to check your couch cushions, let me take you on a little trip down memory lane. That I remember back when I first got into coin collecting, I used to laugh at the idea of a penny being worth more than, well, a penny. Then one day, I came across a story about a rare coin that sold for thousands, and that was it. I was hooked. Now, years later, I'm the guy telling you not to overlook that little coin in your pocket because it could be the one that turns you into a millionaire. So, grab your magnifying glass, check your change jar, and let's talk about what makes the 2007 D. Lincoln penny so valuable, how you can spot one, and why collectors are going crazy for it. All right, so the 2007 D penny was just another everyday coin produced at the Denver Mint, right? Wrong. While most 2007 D pennies are worth 1 cent, a rare error variation exists, and that's what makes all the difference. The $1 million penny we're talking about had a major minting mistake, something coin collectors love. So, what kind of error could possibly turn a 1 cent coin into a $1 million jackpot? It's called a double die obverse, which basically means the front design of the coin was accidentally struck twice at slightly different angles. Imagine signing your name on a piece of paper, then shifting your hand and signing it again right on top of the first signature. It would look blurry, right? That's exactly what happened to Lincoln's portrait on this coin. His face looks slightly doubled, especially around the eyes and mouth. The U.S. Mint caught most of these errors and melted them down, but a few escaped into circulation. Those lucky survivors? They're what collectors are willing to pay insane amounts of money for. If you're about to dump your spare change onto the table, I don't blame you. But before you start inspecting every single penny, here's exactly what you should look for. This valuable penny was minted in Denver, so make sure there's a small D under the year 2007 on the front of the coin. The doubling effect. Use a magnifying glass to check Lincoln's face, particularly around his eyes, nose, and mouth. If it looks like he had one too many cups of coffee and is seeing double, you might have a jackpot. The error coins that sell for the most money are in great condition. If your penny looks like it got run over by a lawnmower, well, it might not fetch top dollar. Here's where things get crazy. The highest recorded sale of this penny was $1.1 million, but even ones in slightly lower condition can still sell for tens of thousands. That's right, you don't even need the perfect one to make a ton of cash. Even if you find one with slight, where a collector might still offer you thousands of dollars just to add it to their collection. Not bad for something you could find in your pocket. Huh. So, what if you find one? First off, do not spend it. Seriously, I don't want you accidentally handing over $1 million penny for a pack of gum. Get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll confirm if your penny is the real deal. Auction it off through reputable sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay, but only if you know what you're doing. Many coin collectors would love to pay a premium for rare finds like this. Now, let's be real. Finding a 2007 D $1 million penny is like winning the lottery. But here's the thing. Rare coins show up in the most unexpected places. People have found valuable pennies in their pocket change, so it's not impossible. And even if you don't find this exact coin, there are tons of other valuable pennies out there just waiting to be discovered. So don't overlook those pennies, because one day, one of them could turn you into a millionaire. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on finding valuable coins, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and drop a comment if you've ever found a rare coin in your change. All right, folks, picture this. You're digging through that old jar of pennies you've been ignoring for years. Maybe you're at the checkout line, and you get some change back. Nothing special, right? Just a handful of pennies, maybe a dime if you're lucky. But what if I told you that one of those little brown coins could be worth a whopping $1.20 million? Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, enough to buy a house, a fancy car, and still have plenty left over for a ridiculous amount of pizza. Today, we're talking about the legendary 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, a coin so rare, so valuable, that collectors are shelling out big bucks just to get their hands on one. So, how do you know if you have one? What makes it special? And most importantly, where should you check right now? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll be rushing to your change jar like it's a treasure chest. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. First off, what's the deal with the no-mint mark thing? Normally, pennies minted in 1987 should have a little letter under the date. A D for Denver, an S for San Francisco, and a blank spot if it was from Philadelphia. So, what's the big deal about a penny with no mint mark? Here's where things get spicy. The 1987 no mint mark Lincoln penny we're talking about isn't just missing a letter. It's an error coin, a mistake that somehow made it out of the US Mint. And as we all know, mistakes can be worth a fortune, especially in the world of coin collecting. Now, let me tell you a quick story. A buddy of mine, let's call him Joe, was always teasing me about my obsession with coins. He'd roll his eyes every time I talked about rare finds, convinced that the only place pennies belonged was at the bottom of a couch cushion. Well, one day, he comes over with a handful of change, dumps it on my table, and says, "All right, coin guy, let's see if I'm rich." I start sifting through his coins, giving him a little coin collecting 101 lesson, when BM, I spot a 1987 penny with no mint mark. My heart starts racing. Could it be the one? Could he have just handed me a $1 million penny? I grab my magnifying glass, check the details, and it turns out it was just a regular Philly minted penny, not the $1 million jackpot. You should have seen his face when I told him. But hey, the moral of the story? You never know what's hiding in your pocket change. So, what exactly makes this specific 1987 penny worth so much? It all comes down to rarity and demand. The error itself is so uncommon that only a handful of them are known to exist. The last confirmed auction sale of one went for $1.2 million, and if another one popped up, who knows? It could sell for even more. It should say 1987, obviously. Check underneath the date. If there's a D or an S, sorry, no jackpot. But if there's nothing there, keep going. The high-value version has distinct features like sharp, clear lettering and no signs of post-mint damage. If it looks suspiciously clean and error-free, you might be holding a fortune that if you think you've got something special, do not clean it. I repeat, don't even think about polishing it. Coin collectors want their treasures untouched, and a little bit of grime can actually increase value. All right, so let's say you find a penny that checks all the boxes. What's next? You want to get authenticated. Organizations like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can verify its authenticity and give it an official grade. Once graded, you can either hold on to it and let its value grow, or take it to auction and possibly cash in big. Pennies people. That little piece of copper in your pocket could be the key to early retirement. The 1987 no mint mark Lincoln penny is proof that treasures are hiding in plain sight. You just have to know what to look for. And hey, if you love learning about rare coins worth real money, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got tons of coin collecting tips, strategies, and incredible stories coming your way. You don't want to miss the next big discovery. Who knows, maybe the next $1 million coin is already sitting in your collection. You're digging through your pocket change and stumble upon a humble 2013 Abraham Lincoln penny. You think, meh, just another cent. But what if I told you that this unassuming coin could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million? Yep, you heard that right. Today, we're diving deep into the world of coin collecting, uncovering the secrets behind the 2013 no mint mark Lincoln penny, and exploring how some pennies have fetched astronomical prices. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this penny venture. First off, let's chat about why the Lincoln penny holds such a special place in the hearts of collectors. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin was the first U.S. currency to feature a real person's likeness. Over the years, various designs and minting quirks have made certain editions highly sought after. Now, what's all this fuss about mint marks? A mint mark is a small letter on a coin indicating where it was produced. For U.S. coins, P stands for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. Interestingly, pennies minted in Philadelphia often lack a mint mark, making them no mint mark coins by default. The 2013 Lincoln penny without a mint mark was produced in Philadelphia, and millions were made. In general, these coins are abundant and hold their face value. However, certain errors or unique features can skyrocket a coin's value. Let's journey back to some legendary pennies that turned ordinary folks into millionaires. 1943 copper wheat penny. During World War II, pennies were supposed to be made from steel to conserve copper. However, a few copper blanks were mistakenly used, creating ultra-rare coins. One such penny fetched over $500,000 at auction. This coin featured the initials of its designer, Victor David Brenner. Only 484,000 were minted before the initials were removed, making it a collector's dream. Some have sold for over $300,000. A minting error caused the date and lettering to appear doubled. Between 20,000 to 24,000 of these coins exist, with well-preserved ones selling for tens of thousands of dollars. While the standard 2013 no-mint mark penny isn't rare, certain anomalies could make it valuable. For instance, if a coin exhibits a significant minting error, such as a double die or misstrike, its value could soar. However, as of now, number 2013 penny has reached the $1.3 million mark. Most high-value pennies are from earlier years with known rare errors or limited mintages. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I inherited a jar of old coins from my grandfather. Among them was a 1943 steel penny. My heart raced, thinking it was the rare copper version worth a fortune. After a quick magnet test, steel sticks, copper doesn't. My millionaire dreams were dashed. But that experience ignited my passion for coin collecting and the thrill of the hunt. That if you're eager to dive into the world of numismatics, fancy word for coin collecting, here's some tips. Learn about different coins, mint marks, and common errors. You never know when a rare coin might pop up. A good magnifying glass and coin reference book are invaluable. Engage with fellow enthusiasts online or in local clubs. Who knew that the pennies jingling in your pocket could hold such fascinating stories and potential value? While finding $1 million penny is akin to winning the lottery, the joy is in the journey. So, next time you receive change, take a moment to look closer. You might just discover a piece of history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable coins and want more tips on spotting treasures in your everyday life, hit that subscribe button, join our community of curious collectors, and let's uncover the hidden gems together. You're digging through your pocket change, looking for enough to grab a cup of coffee, and BM, you spot a 1978 D penny. Just another penny, right? Wrong. What if I told you that one of these bad boys sold for a jaw-dropping $1.40 million? Yeah, you heard that right. A single cent turned into a millionaire's dream. Now, before you start dumping out every jar of pennies in your house, stick with me. I'm going to break down exactly what makes this 1978 D. Lincoln penny so valuable, how to spot it, and how you might have one sitting in your pocket right now that I've got a funny story about my own penny hunting adventure that'll make you laugh and maybe even make you rich. So grab your magnifying glass and let's dive in. Okay, first things first, why would anyone in their right mind pay $1.4 million for a penny? The answer, rarity and a huge minting error. The U.S. Mint cranks out pennies by the billions, but sometimes they mess up big time. In the case of this legendary 1978 D penny, it was accidentally struck on a 95% silver planchet instead of the usual copper zinc mix. That's like finding a golden ticket in a chocolate bar, but better because it's real money. Collectors go wild for these rare errors, and when a coin is one of a kind, the price skyrockets. All right, so let's say you've got a stack of 1978 D pennies. How do you tell if yours is the jackpot? Regular 1978 D pennies weigh 3.11 grams. A silver planchet penny is lighter, about 2.5 grams. Grab a digital scale and check. Drop a normal penny on a table. Now drop your mystery penny. Silver has a higher pitched ring than copper. Pennies aren't magnetic. If your coin sticks to a magnet, sorry, it's not silver. But if it doesn't stick, keep testing. Look for a slightly shinier surface. It should stand out next to regular pennies. I remember the day I learned about valuable pennies. I was at a coffee shop, digging through my change like a madman, trying to spot any hidden gems. The barista gave me the look, the "are you okay?" Looked at a guy next to me, asked what I was doing, and when I explained, suddenly the whole shop was flipping coins over. One guy found a wheat penny from the 1940s and nearly fainted. The barista? She started scanning the tip jar like she was Indiana Jones that didn't find a 1978 D silver penny that day, but I did find a 1969 S double die, worth a few $100. Not bad for a coffee. Are you in at S? Oh, let's talk about numbers. A regular 1978 D penny is worth, well, 1 cent. But if you find one of these rare silver planchet versions, you're looking at a few $1,000s for a circulated 1/10 of thousands. If it's in great shape, $1.4 million if it's a top grade. One of a kind find, that's right. Someone actually forked over 7 figures for this tiny piece of metal. Imagine selling a penny and retiring on the spot. All right, coin hunters, we've covered a lot today. A 1978 D penny worth $1.4 million? Yup, it's real. And one might still be out there, waiting for someone like you to find it. Check your change, dig through old coin jars, and test your pennies. That $1 million find might be closer than you think. If you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe because I've got more coin hunting tips, crazy coin values, and strategies to help you turn pocket change into serious cash the next time you're at a coffee shop. Check your pennies. You never know. Imagine this. You're digging through your pocket change and stumble upon a penny worth a whopping $1.5 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, today we're diving deep into the world of rare Lincoln pennies and uncovering what makes them so valuable. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just be inspired to start your own coin collecting adventure. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Rumors have been swirling about a 1997 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny fetching $1.5 million at auction. But before you start tearing apart your couch cushions, let's get our facts straight. The 1997 D penny, minted in Denver, is generally considered common. While it's always exciting to think we might have a hidden fortune in our pockets, there's no verified record of this particular penny reaching such astronomical values. However, don't let that dampen your spirits. The world of coin collecting is filled with surprises, and there are indeed pennies out there worth a pretty penny. Let's journey back in time and explore some of the most sought-after Lincoln cents. This gem was the first Lincoln cent ever minted. With only 484,000 produced in San Francisco, it's a key date for collectors. During World War II, copper was reserved for the war effort, leading to pennies being struck in steel. However, a few copper planchets sneaked into production, creating this rarity. One such penny fetched over $500,000 at auction. A minting error resulted in a noticeable doubling of the date and lettering. These intriguing mistakes can be worth thousands, depending on their condition. So, what should you be looking for in your change? Key dates, mint marks, and errors are the trifecta of valuable coins. A keen eye and a trusty magnifying glass are your best friends in this treasure hunt. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was at a garage sale and spotted a jar filled with old coins. Among them was a 1914 D penny, a semi-key date in the Lincoln series. I snagged the whole jar for just $5, and that penny alone was worth over $200. It just goes to show, you never know where you might find hidden treasures. Consider visiting local coin shops, attending coin shows, or joining a coin club. These venues are gold mines for knowledge and networking. Plus, handling coins in person gives you a tactile appreciation for their history and value. Remember, coin collecting isn't just about the potential financial gain. It's a journey through history, art, and culture. Each coin tells a story, and as collectors, we become the storytellers. So, next time you get change, take a moment to look closely. Who knows? You might just find a piece of history staring back at you. Thanks for joining me on this numismatic adventure. If you enjoyed this video and want to uncover more tips on coins worth money, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Share your coin discoveries in the comments below, and let's keep this treasure hunt going together. Hey there, fellow coin enthusiasts and curious minds. Imagine this. You're sifting through an old jar of pennies, and suddenly, you stumble upon a coin that's worth a staggering $1.6 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, today we're diving deep into the world of the 1952 S. Wheat penny, exploring its history, value, and the myths surrounding its legendary status. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this numismatic adventure. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the 1952 wheat penny, let's set the stage. The Lincoln wheat penny, minted from 1909 to 1958, features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two wheat stalks on the reverse. These pennies have been a staple in American currency and are beloved by collectors worldwide. The 1952 wheat penny was minted in San Francisco, as indicated by the S mint mark below the date. With a mintage of over 137 million coins, it's not exactly the rarest penny out there. However, certain factors can significantly influence its value. The state of preservation plays a crucial role. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better conditions. An uncirculated 1952 penny with a high grade can fetch a higher price than one that's been through the ringer. Color. Collectors often refer to pennies as having one of three color designations: brown BN, red brown RB, or red RD. A red RD designation indicates a coin that has retained most of its original copper luster, making it more desirable. Errors and varieties. Some 1952 pennies have unique errors, such as die cracks or off-center strikes. These anomalies can increase a coin's value due to their rarity. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Is there a 1952 wheat penny worth $1.6 million? The short answer is no. While the 1952 penny is a valuable piece for collectors, its value doesn't reach such astronomical figures. Most 1952 pennies in average circulated condition are worth between 8 cents and $4.85, depending on their grade and color designation. Even in the best conditions, they don't come close to the $1 million mark. The confusion often arises from mixing up the 1952 penny with other rare pennies. For instance, the 1943 bronze cent is one of the most valuable wheat pennies, with one specimen selling for $840,000. Similarly, the 1909 SVB penny, with only 484,000 minted, can fetch prices upwards of $2,200 in excellent condition. These are the pennies that have made headlines with their hefty price tags. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was at a local flea market when I spotted a jar filled with old coins. Among them was a shiny wheat penny. My heart raced as I imagined it being a rare gem. After closer inspection, it turned out to be a common 1952 penny. While it wasn't worth millions, the excitement of the hunt and the stories behind each coin made the experience priceless. That's the magic of coin collecting. Every coin has a tale to tell. The world of coin collecting is filled with history, intrigue, and the occasional myth. While the 1952 wheat penny may not make you a millionaire, it's a fascinating piece of American history that deserves appreciation. So, next time you come across an old penny, take a moment to explore its story. Who knows what treasures you might uncover? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1952 wheat penny and want to learn more about coins worth money, tips, and collecting strategies, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's continue this journey through the rich tapestry of numismatics together. Hey there, fellow coin enthusiasts. Imagine finding a penny worth $1.7 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1995 mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's uncover the secrets behind this little copper treasure. Now, before you start emptying your piggy banks, let's clarify a common misconception. While the 1995 Lincoln penny is a cherished piece among collectors, it's not the one fetching those jaw-dropping prices. The real showstopper is the 1943 bronze cent, a rare gem that sold for a whopping $1.7 million in 2010. During World War II, copper was essential for the war effort, leading the U.S. Mint to produce pennies from zinc-coated steel in 1943. However, a few bronze planchets from 1942 accidentally made their way into the presses, resulting in these rare 1943 bronze cents. Imagine the surprise of finding one of these in your pocket change. But let's get back to our 1995 D penny. While it might not make you a millionaire overnight, it's still a coin with its own unique story. The D mint mark indicates it was minted in Denver. In 1995, over 7 billion pennies were produced at the Denver Mint, making this coin quite common. However, certain factors can increase its value. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are more valuable. Minting errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, can make a coin more desirable. Historical significance. Coins from years with notable events or design changes can be more sought after. So, if you come across a 1995 D penny with a noticeable error or in flawless condition, it might be worth more than just 1 cent. Always inspect your coins carefully. You never know what treasures you might find. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was sorting through a jar of old coins inherited from my grandfather. Amidst the usual pennies and nickels, I found a peculiar-looking penny. It turned out to be a 1955 double-die Lincoln cent, a coin famous for its noticeable doubling of the date and lettering. That little discovery sparked my passion for coin collecting and taught me that sometimes the smallest treasures hold the most fascinating stories. Coins like the 1955 double die and the 1909 SVB penny are prime examples of how errors and low mintage numbers can skyrocket a coin's value. The 1909 SVDB, for instance, had only 484,000 pieces minted and is considered a key date for collectors. Remember, coin collecting isn't just about the potential monetary value. It's about the history, the artistry, and the thrill of the hunt. So, next time you get change, take a moment to look at each coin. You might just find a piece of history staring back at you. Thanks for joining me on this numismatic journey. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins worth money, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Share your coin discoveries in the comments below, and who knows, maybe your story will be featured in our next video.